just just stick with me. I have something interesting to inform you about. So Nigeria. Um, if you come from Nigeria, if you are watching this from Nigeria, anywhere in the world, look, just hold on, hang with me. Subscribe to my channel and like this conversation, comment, and share to someone who might also benefit from it. I know this is going to be an interesting story, but I mean, it has been passed in the Nigerian parliament, and as a matter of fact, steps are being taken to eradicate this whole menace. I no, should I even call it a menace? Okay, this whole situation. So stick with me. My name is Dr. Samuel Ologo, and we are watching a robust lifestyle. So, over the weekend or over the week, like just the past week, something happened in Parliament in Nigeria, and someone will be like, "But what is your take on it? Because you post medical content." Yes, so there's something medical about this whole thing, and when I saw the news, I'm like, "Oh, let me jump onto it because it's going to be interesting in the comment section." I know whatever you think about this, kindly drop your comments down there and let me know how you feel about it. I know people would have different views about this thing, but let's hope it's all for the better. So in Nigeria, I picked this news on the internet, specifically Punch newspaper. I don't know, it's in Nigeria. But I also watched a little bit, I mean, some snippet of it whilst they were discussing in the parliament. So this is it. There is a word called P. I don't want to mention the full word, but it's P. It's actually sexual content, and um, people tend to watch those contents most often. Now, way back, I think 2 years ago, there was some statistics that came out that different countries have actually very high numbers of people watching those contents on the internet, and Nigeria was one of them. Yes, I come from Ghana, and Ghana was also one of them. A lot of the content was watched in Nigeria and it's still being watched in Nigeria. And so, um, what happened? Members of parliament, okay, I'm reading it directly because I can't keep the names, up here. Like, I can't. So, members of parliament from, is it Faskari, Kankara, Sabua Federal Constituency, Dalhatu, and Tafoki sponsored the motion, calling it a step to protect societal values. Now, what am I talking about? I mean, the sexual content, yes, the the P word, exactly. So they are trying to say that they are the reason why they are passing this bill is to protect societal values. And if you come from Africa, if you come from specifically Nigeria or anywhere in Africa, you'd realize that it's not just laws that um, controls the economy, ethics, societal values, traditions, a whole lot of things actually helps in the safety or helps in controlling things in the community. So this was one of them. Now, this is what they came out with and the reasons they gave in their submission to Parliament. They said, I would like to move a motion for the need to block internet websites hosting P content and sanction the internet service providers responsible for the postings. The House notes that cyber P is fast becoming a global problem, and no concrete steps have been taken to cut its phenomenon in Nigeria. Now, some of the reasons they gave are valid, but I have questions. I personally have questions. Not because I have interest in it. I have medical interest in it, and so I'm going to tell you the medical aspect, and then this is what they are saying. Nigeria is a highly religious country, point number one. and all major religions in the country forbid nudity and obscenity in any form. So also note that countries in Asia, Africa, and Middle East have passed legislations that ban P in their domain, which means that it's not just Nigeria, there are other countries also involved in this. Now, they talked about renowned psychologists and sociologists. That is where I come in. That's why I took the story. Exactly, not because of, religion is part, but I mean, I can't tell you who to worship and stuff like that. So my part is psychologists and sociologists around the world have issued stern warnings that there are psychological and sociological consequence for creating P content. Now, they talked about addiction. Let me even state this categorically. They said the immediate effect of doing P content include a promotion of adultery, another P word, and other promiscuous behaviors leading to addiction, escalation, and desensitization, change of attitude towards oneself and family. They go on to express a lot of incidents. Now, the whole reason why I'm posting this is because in Nigeria, over the years, they recorded over 200 to 300 millions of streamed content in this particular thing I'm talking about, this sexual content stuff. But um, this is just one way of trying to, halt it. They've sanctioned all the telecommunications, the websites. I mean, it's coming from the top, so it means that they can actually block it with information, the Ministry of Information, Ministry of Social and Gender. I mean, they are going to put in a lot of means to cut down this. Now, let's go to the reason why I am posting. So now that you have taken this off, of course, it means that people are going to be sensitized. People are going to the rate of addiction to some of these content will be reduced. The relationship problems are going to be, curbed. Is going to have some form of benefits. The potential benefits are there, whereas the potential risk and concerns too are there. The altered expectation, the addiction and compulsive behaviors, the mental health issue, the relationship problem, the risky sexual behaviors, the impact on children and adolescents, the aggression and violence, all these things, let's just say that it will be handled. Now, let's talk about the health repercussions, or most importantly, family, married people. If they were benefiting from this, um, it means that it's going to have a toll also on them. It's going to take out the fun aspect of their relationship out of it and all that. Now, the psycho the psychological impact is that because people are addicted, it's going to relieve them of those addiction, those sexual fantasies, the things that people try to engage in, the adventurous sexual lifestyles. People are going to have to, tone down on it. Now, my part is that whilst you are taking this off, so if anyone sees this, you can send it to Nigeria, you can send it to the parliament to also include these steps to help the community, because you cannot take sex out of our lives, yes, but the way to do it is what can be controlled. It's the individual, just as it is everywhere. It's the individual. I'm not saying that they've done a wrong thing. No, I'm not saying they've done a good thing. But my part as a medical doctor is this. One, people use some people, not everyone, of course, some people use these means to enhance their sexual relationship with their partners. So now that it has been taken down, what do they need to do? Have you put in sexologists? Have you put in therapies or therapists? Have you put in systems in place that if people are passing through difficulties in their relationship and other things, they can freely go to them to take certain forms of advice or um, inputs to help spice or continue a healthy relationship to whatever they are going through? If that is not the issue, then I think you have to go back, get those things done so that you can take the PE content from the internet. That's one. I'm not, playing any sides. I'm just doing my work as a medical doctor. Okay. Now, for the addiction, we all know controlling addiction is very difficult. And so, have you put in place systems that people who are addicted to these contents can then go to, again, the same way as the marital people? Have you put in systems that people can go and take advice, take precautionary measures, take information in how to control that bit of addiction they are going through? If not, please go back and evaluate this whole input you are bringing up. Now, there's also increase in confidence that people have just after watching. They know that getting to their partners, the whole excitation is there. Now that is being taken off, are there different means in order to help some of these people? There are people who have erectile dysfunction, there are people who have um, difficulty in sex. Some of them watch some of these contents in order to, you know, spice their relationship, make them very, confident in order to go on. So whilst these things are being taken off, I'm just putting it out to the Nigerian Parliament once again that kindly help the people who need the support in order to, you know, get back into society. Taking it off is good. Keeping it there is also good. So this is a nebulous content. So please do your part. I know maybe someone will be like, "This Dr. Pa, is he serious?" Yes, I'm serious. I'm just trying to say that it's nebulous. It's good, it's bad. So the good part of it that we need to incorporate in society, Parliament, please bring the good part or institute the good part so that people can visit those places to get information. Now, the bad part, all those addiction, sexual promiscuity, and stuff like that, you are taking it out of community, which is very brilliant. So I think it's a step in a good direction. Now that it's been taken off, I think they can go ahead and then put in measures to help people like that. If you agree with me, you can put it in the comment section. If you don't, kindly put it in the comment section. But you can share to someone anywhere in the world, and I'll be very grateful.